Hello everyone, welcome to Tony Talks. But to all our beautiful subscribers, we say thank you. And if you're new here, we say welcome. Don't forget to hit on that subscribe button and likes, share, and please in the comments below, no derogatory comments. Thank you. Till I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you all. Bye.
What makes Mohbad not to feel comfortable? You know that Darosha does not want to expose that part. Darosha does not want to expose.
Is that fight they were fighting? Is that fight they were fighting?
Yes.
Wunmi?
Yes. Thank you so much. So that was the reason why he wasn't comfortable in that environment. So he wanted to go back home. So Darosha concealed the information in that angle. He concealed the information, but Prime Boy was able to expose that area. Thank you so much, ma. So we all went to show together. After Mohbad performed, he told me he wasn't feeling comfortable with the environment again and that he wanted to go home. I tried to persuade him to wait for the other artists to perform, but he refused. He gave me and Adura his ATM card to withdraw some cash because of his fans that would surround the car. When we were leaving, he got 100,000 from a POS. As we were coming back, it was from afar that I saw Mohbad and Prime Boy scuffling and arguing. Immediately, Prime Boy saw me. He ran away from the scene. Ṣé ti rí irọ́ ńbẹ̀ yẹn? Irọ́ ni. Ó ń pa pẹ́ irọ́. So that was where he started robbing Prime Boy. He started putting Prime Boy, to put him under the box. So immediately Prime Boy saw me, he ran away from the scene. Mohbad was so angry and was shouting that why would we allow Prime Boy to injure him? Hey, he ran away from the scene. Mohbad was so angry and was shouting that why would we allow Prime Boy to injure him? Few drops of blood were coming out of his hand. Darosha. Hey, Jesus, Darosha. I tried to calm Mohbad down that Prime Boy was his friend and that they would settle. We left the show and went home. As we were going home, Wunmi and Mohbad had a misunderstanding. Thank God that you even said when you were going home. Thank God that you said when you were going home, Wunmi and Mohbad had a misunderstanding. I don't really know the cause of their argument. Lamba. You don't know the cause of their argument, okay? But Wunmi was telling Mohbad that why would he be fighting with Prime Boy? So Wunmi nice tó yẹn àbí? Wunmi nice tó yẹn. Okay. We got home at about 12 a.m. Ó ti cut ibẹ̀ yẹn. You see, Darosha has cut that part. He cut it immediately. He jumped to when they got home. We got home at about 12 a.m. When it was 2 a.m. I left and went to my house. When I got to my house, I called Mohbad to tell him I was home, but he didn't pick call. Darosha, but we were told that nobody left the house. the driver said nobody left the house. Okay, I called Mohbad to tell him I was home, but he didn't pick. I called Adura too, he didn't pick. I went to sleep. When it was daybreak Monday morning and I woke up, I called again, nobody pick. Ṣé ti gbọ́? Ṣé ti ń calculate? I called again on Monday morning, nobody pick. I wanted to ask if the mechanic that wanted to repair Mo's car showed up. Irọ́ ló ń pa. You see that Darosha has been busted there, that because there was no mechanic that came to repair any car. As a matter of fact, it was that car that you guys said the car got spoiled. It was that car that you guys carried to where you went to. I don't want to say pharmacy because you lie a lot. It was that car that you carried ní òru ọjọ́ yẹn to go to wherever you went to. So when no one picked my call, I called the mechanic and he told me he was at the house. He told you that he was at the house. Meanwhile, the driver was still there. The driver was still there. The driver. Remember that the driver was still there. In fact, Wunmi came downstairs at around 11 a.m. to come and meet the driver outside. Okay? So when Iboni Darosha, where did he say all these things that he was saying? Lies. Lamba. So, okay. So I asked if he saw. When no one picked my call, I called the mechanic, and when he told me he was at the house, I asked him if he saw Mohbad, and he said no. Throughout Monday, nobody picked my call. You can see that here, Darosha was trying to, he was just beating around the bush. Darosha was only beating around the bush. He wanted to let us understand that nobody can come out to say that I saw Mohbad on Monday. Àbí kí lẹ ti feel? Please, how do you understand this paragraph? Báwo lẹ ṣe?
Ibi tí irọ́ yẹn ti kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ mà. Wọ́n parọ́ pé àwọn gbé Mohbad sí orí bike dé hospital. Nígbà tí dókítà máa jáde mà, dókítà lòun lọ wo CCTV camera.
No, ẹni sùúrù. Ṣé mo pé kíní it is paragraph by paragraph. This paragraph now we are talking about, because Darosha wanted to establish the fact that nobody can say he saw Mohbad on Monday. Okay, so how do you understand this part? He said I call, nobody pick. On Monday morning daybreak, nobody pick. He called the mechanic. He said he was in Mohbad's house to Shekinikan, but he told me that that I did not see Mohbad.
Sis Comfy, of which Kiloruko boy Adura said nobody also saw Mohbad on Monday.
Yes.
Adura said that too. So can you see that the story is aligning now? The drivers also said that. The driver also said that by 3 a.m. that morning, ni wọ́n wá bá òun kó òun wá gbé wọn lọ sí hospital. Definitely, immediately tó wọnú ilé yẹn ni ìjà yẹn stop ni Mohbad ti kú síbẹ̀. So àwọn mẹ́ta, even the driver too use the word. Even the driver too use the word "sup." That is sup on Monday. Exactly. So definitely gbogbo nǹkan táwọn èèyàn sọ.
rí bàbá tó tún padà jáde lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta ẹ̀ ta tún kà wípé ọjọ́ Monday ni Mohbad kú kò sí rọ́nà ẹ̀ Mohbad died on Monday.
Thank you.
Zoro said they are supposed to have a joint thing. They couldn't, and that Mohbad died on Monday.
Yeah.
Everything is aligning.
Yeah. So
hospital ti sọ pé Mohbad ti wà ní second stage.
yeah, exactly. So here Darosha was trying to dance around that Monday. He was trying to corroborate the Adura's speech that nobody, in fact, he was trying to buttress Adura's speech that nobody, because I called everybody in that house. No answer, no reply, nobody responded. Daybreak, I called again, nobody responded. So I managed to call the mechanic. The mechanic was repairing Mohbad's car. The mechanic said, I have not seen Mohbad. So throughout that Monday, he doesn't just want to, he just don't want to say
Mọ́mí Kọ́fì ẹ jẹ́ tún wọn yín létí kankan.
Nobody saw Mohbad on Monday.
Mọ́mí Kọ́fì ìyá Mohbad fúnra ẹ̀ ẹ̀ẹ̀mejì ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ nínú interview ló ti dárúkọ Monday kí Wùmí àtàwọn artists ẹ̀ gbá tó fẹ́ tú ìtẹ̀mọ́yà ẹ̀ lẹ́nu.
So that was just it. So here Darosha has buttressed what everybody has been saying. He wanted us to calculate it because Adura did not give us Igbodidishan. Do you understand? Iya Mohbad did not give us Igbodidishan. Zoro did not give us that Igbodidi. Every one of them, nobody gave us Igbodidishan. Only Darosha was, toying with our brain. But at the end of the day, he arrived at nobody saw Mohbad. Okay, let us continue.
In fact, Iya Mohbad said, Wùmí pè mí, ó ní mọ́mí ní ṣòkú ọmọ o, ní ṣe kíní kan o, and that was on Monday.
Exactly.
Everything is aligning.
Exactly. Thank you. So let me continue. I asked him if he saw Mohbad on Monday. He said no. Throughout on Monday. You see? Throughout on Monday. Instead of him to say no one saw Mohbad, he said nobody picked my call. So let's continue. On Tuesday morning, now he has finished all activities on Monday. On Tuesday morning at around 11:30 a.m. they called me that Mohbad was conversing. This is where a story, the cooked up story, but he was able to tell us the truth about the Monday. Now the cooked up story. On Tuesday morning at around 11:30 a.m. they called me that Mohbad was conversing after a nurse injected him. I told them to take him to the hospital. After a while, Mo's photographer called me that they were at the hospital and Mohbad had passed away. I quickly rushed to the hospital. When I got there, I saw a lot of crowd outside. I went in and saw the nurse and the nurse that injected Mohbad crying. I saw Mohbad's body. They already put cotton wool on his nostrils and ears. I was shocked. How can Mohbad die? I was not convinced that Mo had died, so I remembered there was a hospital very close to his house. we decided to take him there. The doctor examined Shetiri. Can you see this part?
Mommy coffee wọ́n pe Darosha ní around 11 o'clock. wọ́n pe driver ní around 9 o'clock. Nọ́ọ̀sì lòun débẹ̀ ní 2 o'clock. Ta ni nọ́ọ̀sì treat? Nínú wípé mo fẹ́ parọ́ yìí, ibẹ̀ náà láti rẹ́ni tó lóun pe bàbá for 8 hours kò gbóhùn bàbá. Nínú mo fẹ́ parọ́ yìí, tẹ́ bá wo ọjọ́ Tuesday yẹn, ẹ rí pé náà yẹn kò correspond. Driver wọ́n pè ní 9, Darosha wọ́n pè ní 11 lọ́jọ́ Tuesday. Nọ́ọ̀sì tó wá títí Mohbad ó lóun débẹ̀ ní 2 o'clock. Who did the nurse treat?
Exactly.
Ta ni nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn treat ní 2 o'clock nígbà tó débẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ Tuesday? Definitely Mohbad ti kú láti Monday ma. Continue ma, thank you ma.
Of course. Thank you. Now, let us carefully listen to this part. Let's listen to this part, okay? To this part. You know that Wunmi told us that wọ́n gbé sórí ọ̀kadà. They put Mohbad on ọ̀kadà, from one ọ̀kadà, because kini kan, it took us kini kan before we get to the hospital. And there was hold up. We came down from the kini. We took another bike. Okay, let's listen to this one. Now, I was not convinced that Mo had died. So I remember there was a hospital very close to his house. Okay, we decided to take him there. The doctor examined him and he told us Mohbad was already at the second stage of death. Algomotis had set in. That okay, shey this hospital that was near to Mohbad's house, somebody that was convulsing, an hospital, there was an hospital near to Mohbad's house. Why can't they take Mohbad to that hospital that was near to Mohbad's house? Kuramed, why can't they take him there first? Because
You asking us question?
no, I'm just meditating on what they did. Because Darosha said he went to that hospital because according to his story, before he came from his home to Mohbad's house, they've already rushed Mohbad to hospital. So from at the hospital, they now said Mohbad was dead. So he now said he didn't believe. He now brought Mohbad back to the hospital near Mohbad's house. Why don't they rush Mohbad to the hospital, to that Kura Med hospital at first? Abi? No, maybe Koyemi. Okay, what they've already rushed him to one particular hospital before Darosha said, no, I'm not convinced. Let's take him back to the hospital. So he now brought Mohbad to another hospital near Mohbad's house. Why can't they take that Mohbad? Why can't Mohbad be taken to that hospital at first? It was an emergency according to them. They were supposed to have rushed Mohbad to the hospital that was near to Mohbad's house so that maybe they could even save his life. It was Kurame they went first. Okay, maybe it was now Perez. Aha! Okay, they went to Kurame. So Kurame was not near Mohbad's house. It was Perez that was near to Mohbad's house. So that was where Darosha said. So that was where okay, yes, Kurame is the first claim and later go to Perez. Okay, yes. So Perez was the one that was near to Mohbad's house. So it was Perez. So why can't they go to Perez before going to, why can't they go to Perez? Somebody that they said was conversing, why can't they rush him to Perez near Mohbad's house? Why going to that long journey kini kan? No, read this. No, let's read this one. No. Okay, maybe you don't understand. Let me go back again. Let me go back. You don't understand what Darosha said here. Wait. He said, after a while, Mohbad's photographer called me that, Darosha was still in his house. So on Tuesday morning at around 11:30 a.m., they called me that Mohbad was convulsing. After a nurse injected him, I told them to take him to the hospital. Here, he claimed that he was still in his house. So on that Tuesday, they called him. So he now instructed them to take him to the hospital. Okay. So, after a while, Mohbad's photographer called me that they were at the hospital and Mohbad had passed away. They were at the hospital and Mohbad had passed away. I quickly rushed to the hospital. When I got there, I saw a lot of crowd outside. I went in and saw the nurse that injected Mohbad crying. I saw Mohbad's body and they already put cotton wool on his nostrils. I was shocked. How can Mohbad died in that hospital? He was shocked. How can Mohbad died? I was not convinced. You see, I was not convinced that my cousin had died. So I remembered, you see, there was a hospital very close to his house. The first hospital told him that he had died. They've already put this thing in his nostrils. He now said, no, my nephew cannot die like that. No, I will not accept it. I now remembered that there was an hospital near to Mohbad's house. So we decided to take him there. They carried him from Perez Hospital to Kuramed Hospital.
Or from Kuramed to Perez?
From Kuramed to Perez. Aroko, you understand now? I told you this part is a cooked story, okay? So, from Kuramed to Perez. Why not taking him, somebody that was conversing at home, tó jẹ́ pé maybe 50-50 o, why can't they rush him from that house down to Perez that was closer to his house? Why? Of course, cooked story ló narrate, yes. So it was when they now rush him to Perez Hospital. So the doctor examined him and he told us Mohbad was already at the second stage of death. Agomotis had set in. That was when I accepted he had truly died. I called Baba Mohbad immediately to tell him. Baba said, ẹ máa gbọ́ irọ́ o. I called Baba Mohbad immediately to tell him. Baba said most photographer already told him and that we should bring the body home. We ran into traffic on our way home. By the time we got home, Mo's body was already heavy. It was so difficult to carry. We all carried him inside. When Baba got to the house, he told us Mo has to be buried. I was shocked. And I told him that Mo was a celebrity who had many friends and fans around him. We can't just bury him hurriedly like that. But Baba started insulting me concerning the local embalmment. It was done in the presence of everyone, including Mo's dad. Including Mo's dad, or including Mo's mom. Mama Mohbad was inside that